Salutations, episode 7, and today we are back with some live commentary for a new Borderlands 3 challenge build. It's gonna be awesome. So we're gonna start with explaining the builds, and then potentially I'll stay in live commentary once we get out of this. Maybe not. We'll see what happens. We'll see how my throat's feeling once we open the door. But we have some really fun things to talk about with this build, so I decided, you know what, skip me being sick, we're just gonna roll with it. We are running the Mitosis Hunter Seeker. The Hunter Seeker is the challenge build for today, and we're not on Flak, we're on Zane. I've done it on Flak before, and Flak makes it look amazing. But Zane doesn't have very many external damage sources that apply to things that are not guns, so this, at a conceptual level at base, makes it sound kind of difficult to make a build with this, making a grenade-focused Zane build, especially with a grenade that doesn't benefit from grenade bonuses, so we can't just use an anointment and get our way out of here. And for all of those that love to shout that anointments are the key to everything in this game and that you are required a anointment, this build kind of just like tells you to buzz off. Anointments aren't everything, and this build is so much fun to play with. And honestly, there's probably room for improvement, especially on the anointment side, because I didn't really put too much thought into it. I was kind of just like, grenade throw. This applies to the bullets, probably. Let's try it. Okay, then we have our old god here, which has the incendiary ASE. Yes, this applies to the bullets too, and that sort of makes sense. So that's going to be there. It's going to be doing a tremendous job, giving us an extra element of damage. And then we have the 500% elemental crit hits annoyance. Because status effects with our man Flint, maybe? Maybe? If I remember what key it is to shift trees. Dear Lord. Our man Flint giving us status effects on critical hit. It's beautiful. So we are getting status effects causing elemental critical hits and blowing things up, potentially. Now, all of that's gonna be triggered not just by actual critical hits, but by the Hustler as well. And this class mod works with the Hunter Seeker bullets. I did go and test that individually. It does work. Now, does the stacking damage work? I didn't care to check, and honestly, I don't really care. It's not even that big of a deal. It's not the focus. The 25% critical hit damage, it could change stuff, it could not. I don't really care at this point. This was just so fun to just play with, because the way that I like to build, I'm not here to sit down and to specifically math everything out. Hugely unlike a lot of the other people in the theory crafting space. What I like to do is, does this work theoretically? Okay, let's throw it on there and see if it plays the way I want it to. Does it play the way I want it to? Yes? Sweet, let's go. And so I don't tend to go to like damage formulas or whatnot. I have that like background knowledge of, hey, this probably applies this way because it's this damage type. But I don't really do the math. I kind of just look at it and be like, this probably applies, let's run it and see what happens. And for the most part, it works out. I did sit down and test if the critical hit actually critically hits with the Hunter Seeker though, and it does critically hit. So there's that. Now, we have the Banjo here. We have several other artifacts that we could try out, but the Banjo, honestly, was the most fun for ad clearing. We are getting electric chains everywhere, getting that bonus shock damage, getting bonus electrocute chance, so we're getting more status effects to apply. And that's really the big thing, is the chaining, getting all of these crazy electrical chains everywhere. Now, going on to the skill tree, this is the only tree that's important. We get Donnybrook for health regen, duct tape mod for immunity, and then we push down a pocket full of nades. Then we have grenade regen. We can permanently spam grenades everywhere. And then going down to Like a Ghost, which is the skill on the class mod as well, instead of running Brain Freeze, Like a Ghost, 30% base, additional 30%, and then it stacks twice, so an additional 30%, bringing us up to like 90%, I think. I think that's how that works. From the way that I've played, it seems like it's about that much. But I'll have to sit down and mess with that later and get the exact number, although I don't really feel like doing that. it just feels that it's about 90%, so it works out. And then here, we just went down and got Brain Freeze because we had spare points. Here, the main focus, crit damage, Our Man Flint, and then cooldown. Cooldown's always nice. But Our Man Flint was the big grab here, and everything else in this tree is okay. We have health regen. Since we're gonna be landing critical hits, this is alright. Getting health regen, so what? And then Eraser, what the heck are we using Eraser for? Not very much. Then over here, we have Violent Speed to give us movement speed, because Zane. We have Salvation to give us lifesteal when our Hunter Seeker shoots things. And yes, it does apply this way. When the Hunter Seeker shoots things, it gives us the lifesteal. And then C and Red for activating our kill skills with Cannon. This way we don't need anything else to activate kill skills. And that's the build. There's a couple key skill points, but just about everything else, it's filler. There's no reason to have synchronicity or pre-ammunitions. None whatsoever. We're not really using these. Over here, Cold Bore. Sure, we could use it for second wins with the Guardian Angel, but Deja Vu. What are we doing with Deja Vu? Nothing. It's literally just a filler point. Tunnel Vision, just a filler point. There's a lot of just filler points here, but that's simply because there's not really many places to put them. I did decide to go in on the green tree instead of getting Trick of the Light. And that's simply because there's a couple reasons. One, most of the enemies are probably going to be targeting me anyways, so we're not going to get very much out of it. Second, it's not too much of a damage increase, and I wanted a little bit more Brain Freeze. As much as 5 points or 4 points sounds cool, 7 is probably better. And in Trick of the Light's just giving us a touch of cryo damage. It's not really that important. And I'd rather enemies freeze than getting an extra element of cryo damage. Just personal preference. You could totally switch those points out and move it over to Trick of the Light and get value out of it 100%. You can totally get away with that. Heck, you could switch over to having Clone and not running Grenade, because a part of the reason why this build exists is to not use Clone. But you could switch over to having Clone as a distraction piece, getting which one is real, and then this would give Trick of the Light more viability. But for the most part, it's not really helping you, and I don't really see a purpose in grabbing it. But But let's get right into the run. Oop, oop. Here's the Guardian rank. I have everything, and then Mayhem. Cool. It's been a bit since I've sat down and done this live commentary. Oh, dear lord. What the heck is happening in my game? This is what I get for running this on a VM like this. This VM was not built for running OBS. But this setup kind of kills things, and it's fun. Boop. It kind of kills things, and it's fun. Those are beautiful words. Boop, boop, boop. Swap. So a little context as to why I am making this setup, and why this is becoming a video. So there is a user, Dizzy, who joined my Discord not too long ago. And they have their own Discord for covering Borderlands 3 stuff that they invited me to. Mostly Amara, but they have other people in there to talk about other things, so it's cool. But one of the things that they have in their server is a bounty board. And it's for build bounties, so we're going in here and making the builds that are on the bounty board. And this was one of the first ones I saw that I was interested in. I guess it's the second one on the list because I didn't see any others there. Probably actually the second one on the list because it seems like a newer Discord. But this Hunter-Seeker setup, it was requested to be a Hunter-Seeker setup that doesn't use clone, which is why I specified I'm not using clone with this and I'm just chucking. Using this with clone is probably gonna net you more damage. Although doing it this way with Like a Ghost, giving us all of this survivability, I find this to be just really fun. Just to walk up and tank the bullets everywhere. I don't really need salvation too often. Boop, boop, swap. Bang. I love it. Swap. Let's see. Okay. Yeah, so this build is literally just Zeitset, wow. Word. Zeitset's Eruption, spam, and switch to Guardian Angel to deal the big damage. And honestly, we could totally get through here without switching to Guardian Angel for the mobbing content. We could get away with it. If I felt like it, but I don't. I spent freaking 5 minutes doing a live commentary intro, so I don't feel like spending an additional or spending too much extra time running it to be slightly unoptimal just to have convenience. And some of these things I'm gonna kill with my cannon, because why not? For the most part, I'm saving it. That's why I have it on Cryo. I'm saving it for like the shock troopers. They kind of suck. Oh, something else that I learned while setting this up, and it has relatively nothing to do with the Hunter Seeker, but with synchronicity, you get synchronicity stacks by just activating Mantis Cannon. So you can have 100% uptime on synchronicity with just Mantis Cannon, which I find that to be extremely interesting. I understand I've been away from Borderlands 3 for a while. I've been playing a lot of BL2, but honestly, right now BL2 has been the thing that's been drawing the most attention for me. Not because it's a better game. I still think Borderlands 3 is better, but I have been having a lot of fun discovering new things and in writing out the math portion for BL2. Following up with what Demonite has learning about how Demonite got all of his numbers for his documents, and there are sections that are not filled out on his big tracker. So I want to take a crack at helping with that. That sounds like a lot of fun, especially since there have been so many things that I've found already that are new to BL2. Well, at least to the people. For example, with the easy mode, the easy mode doesn't actually need the peak opener or the hard carry to get the fight for your life bonus. It just gives you a flat fight for your life bonus. It's very interesting. And I have a video talking about it, the Road to Discovery Fight for Your Life Axton video. But my main focus now is shifted to Gage, mostly because Gage is my favorite character to play in that game, and despite all of the hate that she gets. And also, Gage, people don't have very many resources to go off of for Gage, so I can fill that gap of information. Realistically, I should be switching to the corrosive Hunter Seeker right now, but I don't care. I don't like switching weapons mid-run. Boop. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. realistically, I don't even need to have the shock one overall. The shock one's gonna deal better damage to the flesh targets because I'm getting the bonus shock damage from both the Old God and the Banjo. But honestly, it's not even that significant. It helps again with the flesh targets, which is the whole point of having the oh, we should tag him for that bonus damage. I don't have that thing on here, do I? I don't. Let's do that. Let's lower the amount of cannons we have to do shenanigans with bonus damage from that. Hey, buddy, what are you doing? Don't come near me like that. Go away. That should get it. There we go. Anyways. I forgot what I was talking about. This is why I don't do live commentary too often. I forget what the heck I'm talking about. And I don't like writing scripts for these videos. And even when I'm doing voiceovers, it's mostly in a live commentary style. The difference is I get to do multiple attempts until I like it. Here, I can't just run multiple attempts until I like it. I kind of just have to stick with it when it goes. All right, we're gonna swap. ADS. Oh, none of them are targeting the boss. There we go. Maybe that'll help. Here. Let's see. Getting some interesting numbers. I don't really care about the specifics, but I love the damage that we're doing. It's great. And this is very much a balanced iteration of this. This could totally deal more damage. I just don't feel like optimizing it any more than this. This is about the amounts of fun that I like to have in this game. It's this, extremely difficult, or extremely easy. Those are really the options that I like to play this game at. Swap. ADS. Doing quite a bit. Let's go. Okay. Swap. Boop. Ooh, Hilder, you gonna go down? No. Oh, that's a big problem with this setup. The freaking Hunter Seeker AI sucks. The most difficult part about this build is hoping and praying to God that the Hunter Seekers decide to target the thing that you want them to target and not just fly off into the middle of nowhere. There we go. That's a dead boss. And I didn't even switch to the freaking proper Hex. Or not Hex. Hunter Seeker. Bugger off. Let's go. Honestly, thinking about it, I don't even know if Banjo's the best option for this. It's just fun. I'm gonna knock out some of these barrels real quick. Swap. ADS. And watch as things die. It's beautiful, isn't it? I have Toho set up. I have the first couple games set up. I think I should be able to start playing the Toho games by next week. At least, like, 1 through 4. Although, I did get a copyright claim on one of my videos for running, I think it was a Toho 2 song, which I was so confused about because I've ran that song multiple times and hadn't gotten a claim before. So that was interesting. Although I hear that is a recent issue, and I don't know what's going on with that. I do find it interesting. I do love the Toho music though. Although I might start implementing more of like Sonic themes because there've been quite a few that I've been playing a lot recently. Mostly Sonic Frontiers. Sonic Frontiers is freaking awesome for their music. Oh, here we go. Now we get to do funny things. Tag. Tag. Hi. It's so dumb. It's so dumb. I had no reason to pull him over here. Actually, the intent of it was for him to, like, fall off. But, Tag. Default? Nope. Sadness. Okay. I guess this gets him close enough to get hit with the debuff. Oh, he kind of just died. That's not what I was anticipating. But that's cool. I'm cool with that. Okay. Pull you. Oh, he got cryoed and he's dead. Let's go. Okay. Hi. Hi. And then they should retarget. Oh, the other guy's dead. Cool. That one retargeted. Hi. Bonk. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. I love it. I love this setup. This is so much fun. Just running around. Shoot. Shoot. And then just chuck. And we're getting reflects with the Guardian Angel, which is also really funny. Swap. ADS. Burn them alive! Oh, you know what? I should start practicing voice for my next D&D character. I actually got into a campaign instead of being the DM for once. My roommate's hosting it, and he also is usually a forever DM, and I hosted a campaign for him a while ago. So he's now hosting one for me, and it's beautiful. I can't wait. Can't wait. And I'm thinking about doing a fire giant bard. That's what I'm thinking. Last name Firehorn. Still thinking on how I want to do the first name. I want to start like a GR, get that grunting, that grunt style sounds out of it. But I don't exactly know what I want to go with entirely just yet. We'll see what the final name is when the D&D campaign starts. Boop, boop, boop. We're just gonna knock those out. And that guy's dead. Awesome. Just gonna keep chucking, keep chucking, keep chucking. Swap. Shoot, shoot, ADS. You see the giant difference in damage when we swap an ADS. It's beautiful. And for the most part, again, I don't need to worry about projectiles very often. I just ignore them, and it's amazing. Boop. Oh, you're gonna be annoying. That didn't do enough. Sadness. Get rid of those death spheres real quick. Target you again. Where's he at? There he is. And I missed. Sadness. Oh well. We should get finished off soon, I think. Come on. Die already. I really don't want to switch to my corrosive freaking Hunter Seeker for one guy. Bugger off. Bonk. Bonk. This is so beautiful. I'm having so much fun. Oh, did you all hear about the Steam payment processor issue that was going on? Because Steam had, I guess it's a lot more than Steam now, but payment processors are deciding to take over the internets like everybody else is in a play of power right now. Although I don't really blame them particularly. I mean, of course, them having the power that they have is a problem, but them as a on a corporate level, I understand why they made the decision that they did. They heard a lot of voices, and they heard that, hey, this is a really reprehensible thing that people are purchasing a product under you for. And so why the heck are you permitting people to purchase this product? And it's like, I understand why they made the decision that they did. What I am upset about is the fact that they could make that decision at all. Like, sure, people, they should have their right to service or whatnot, but that shouldn't be based off of the products, in my opinion. That should be based off the individuals that you're servicing. Although that seems like extremely difficult to set up. I don't know. Maybe there just needs to be regulation talking about the limitations of what they can do with it. Okay, you're gonna be annoying. I'm gonna tag you real quick. Okay. So here, since we have a whole bunch of BAs, and there's no real consequence to switching off of it, we're just gonna switch to the corrosive one. We're gonna get a little bit less DPS on, like, the fire immune guy here. But when it comes to... Oh, actually, let's focus on this shock one. Let's focus on the shock one. Let's see if we can manipulate the Hunter Seekers well enough to target the shock one. It's gonna come around here, swap. Yes. Shoot, maybe? Okay. No, you don't. Alright, sweet. He's over close to here. Swap. There we go. Now he can swap back to the shock one. Yeah, that was a little bit more intricate than I wanted it to be, but shock immune guys on a mostly shock build, that's just gonna happen. Another thing you could do is you could just get, like, some sort of heavy launcher or high damage weapon and just kill the one freaking BA that's immune to most of your damage. Like a kick charger, ion cannon, that kind of thing. Or even you could do some sort of, like, plague bear or guardian angel swap. That could also work there as well, just simply because of how annoying those targets are to deal with. Chuck, swap. Chuck, swap. Oh, are we? No. Well, I guess now this would probably be better to have on. As much as I would like to just deal with the ads first and then switch to Wotan, I have a feeling that doing Wotan first and then dealing with the ads after this, at least after this phase, is going to be the better play. Boom. Is it dotted? Yes, he's dotted. Let's go. Okay. Now this is going to be the easy bits to deal with, because the only things that spawn up there are the small armored death spheres. So even if that happens where the Hunter Seekers decide to go rogue and hunt other things that I'm not seeking, then I can just... then they just kind of just die. It doesn't really matter too much. Oh, don't run away. Stop being a coward. Swap. Swap. ADS. Swap. ADS. And there we go. That's our big damage. And then he's gonna... Oh. Then we swap. There we go. Now he's on the ground. Now we can go back to actually dealing damage here. Swap. ADS. And boom. Oh, we should probably stay ADS, actually. Get that dot. Let's go. That was kind of dangerous to do because Salvation, Hunter Seeker, and Like a Ghost were the things protecting me, and there's a lot of splash weapons on the field right now that Like a Ghost doesn't ignore very well. So that was very risky, but it paid off. That... Okay. I guess Sidesteps... I didn't know that Sidesteps supplied Eraser. That's cool. Nice to know. Alright, then we swap. That should kill off a whole bunch of the small Try, and then deal quite a bit of damage to the big ones, too. Let's go! Let's go! This setup is just fun. I am enjoying myself. What if better half should die from that, right? Yep, let's go. And we swap, activate action skill, swap, pop that, and then ADS. How many things are targeting it? Not really. Okay. To chuck some more then. Chuck, swap, ADS, and that should kill. Boom! Let's go! That's a takedown confirmed. And that was a heck of a lot of fun. I hope y'all enjoyed this video, and let me know if you would prefer the live commentary or the voiceovers again, because that was a lot of fun, and I kind of just shouted about how much fun it was for like most of the video. This build was so much fun though. But that's gonna be it for this video. Stereo Lotus 77 signing off.